All right, so I'm gonna actually just go over the parts on the bass. So if you don't know what anything is, hopefully by the end of this video you will. All right, so let's start from the top. This part of the bass is called the headstock. That's it, headstock. These tuning pegs are called machine tuners. So this helps you tighten or loosen the string so it could be in tune, right? Right? So, okay, so we got that. This is called a string tree. It's mostly on Fender guitars. This just helps with the tuning stability. Here, you see this? It used to be bone. They call this a nut. So it could be a synthetic nut, a bone nut. This is important because you see those grooves? That keeps the strings in place, right? And if that's cut right, it'll sound good without buzzing. It'll keep it from slipping out. So this is called a nut. So you could almost think of this as almost like a fret, where from here it keeps the open strings when you pluck it without holding a fret. That's the open note. Okay, so this is an E, and then from here, obviously these are the strings. So the order it goes from the thickest to the lightest gauge. This is an E. This is an A. This is a D as in David. And a G as in girl. Yes, I said it. Okay, so now you have these metal wiring that you see. Those are called frets. I didn't know any of this when I first started, so that's why I'll make this video. So when you push down on the fret to make the next note, so if this is E, the next note would be F. So if you hold it up here and pluck the string, it's gonna be a buzzing sound. So you wanna be always close to the fret. So this is the first fret, second fret, and you'll see the third fret has a dot, 4, 5th fret will have a dot, 6th, 7th fret, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is almost like going back to the original pitch of the string, but the higher octave. So this starts all over again. So again, this will, if you push this down, it'll be E, A, D, G, but an octave higher than this. Okay, and then it starts again. So this would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No more frets, so the 20th is the last one. So those are frets. So now, what are the frets on top of? This is called a fretboard. It's a board that holds the frets, okay? The fretboard is usually either maple or rosewood or something like that, and it's on top of what they call a shaft. So the headstock is attached. The shaft goes into the headstock, and the headstock goes into the shaft. I'll go into that soon. All right, so here, this whole part is considered the body of the guitar, or the bass guitar, right? So we got the bass, right? We got the body itself. These are jazz pickups. So these are called the pickups. This is what helps bring the sound through into the amplifier. From here, this here is a pick guard. So it usually stops with scratching, but scratches are good as a character. So that's a pick guard. Here are the knobs or the controls. This helps with either the tone or the volume, to make it louder or lower, to take the tone off, to put it maxed. So with this bass, this happens to have a volume and tone. Most don't have that. Most will have a volume for here, and a tone here. So this one only has 2 because there actually has stacked knobs. So whatever you're doing here will affect, they will call this the neck pickup. Why? Because it's close to the neck. If you're doing anything here, it affects this pickup. They call this the bridge pickup because it's close to the bridge. Okay, here is an output jack. This is where the cord or wire goes in to the bass and connects to the amplifier. Okay, from here you have the bridge. This whole thing is called the bridge. These things here are called the saddles. They hold the strings in place. The screw here will help this move either forward or back. That helps you with the intonation. That's when you're setting it up. Okay, so let's flip it around. So now I flipped it around. So this side is a lot easier. So you got the tuning machines. These are called open tuners because they're not covered, right? This is called the shaft. Usually it's in a maple wood. Again, we got the headstock. We come down right here. You can see Flea's signature, right? His signature bass. This is called a neck plate because these screws will hold the neck into the body. This brings it together, right? This connects them, these screws. So there's neck plate. You obviously got the neck screws. And this is the body. This is a road-worn body to mimic something that's been, used and abused and played a lot. And this is how it comes. This is the Flea bass, right? So from here, we got one more thing to cover. All right, I have a Jimi Hendrix style. This is called, might as well go over that too. This is called a guitar strap. You could get them thicker for bass and stuff. These are the thing that holds it in place is the strap buttons. There's one up here and there's one in the middle at the bottom of the body. All right, so you see the strap button. So you hook this on there, okay? And the last thing is you want to see, right? So these are considered clay dots. So one thing is on every bass or every guitar, unless you get some special guitar, they usually have it, and they're usually located in the same spot. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 12 fret, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19. So this is usually a common thing, so you know where to go right away, right? If there was no inlay dots, because that's what they're called, the inlay, and these are called dots, some people would have a hard time figuring that out. So this is usually the normal spacing. If you're playing a guitar, you don't have it faced up, you usually have it faced to the side, right? So you do have inlay dots here. Let's see, so you got 1, 2, up, there it is, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then let's see if the doubles show. Let me fix this, right? Oh, there's 2 there, just like up here. You see the 2 on the side. Let me just move this out of the way. So that's 12. See, so the same that's on top is on the sides. When you're playing and you're looking down, you might not be able to see at nighttime or in the dark, but this helps give you a roadmap of where you are on the frets. And it's important when you're learning how to play, you want to make sure the note sounds nice and clear, so you want to be close to the fret. You want to be behind it, not on top of it in front or far back. So if I'm playing the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, I should be pressing right around here. All right, so that covers everything for the Fender Jazz Bass. Hope that helps. And one more thing here, you see right in there, you see that where you could put a screwdriver, a Phillips head. Okay, see right there, where you could put that Phillips head screwdriver. You would take off the pick guard to access that. Some of them have it in what you call the heel of the neck, in some places, and some will have it up in here in the headstock. You have to have access to that to get to something that you can't see in here, but it goes throughout the neck, and it helps it either get relief to bend like a forward bend, or to go straight or back bow, which you never really want. Something that's in here that you can't see, but this gives you access to moving it. It's called the truss rod, TRUSSROD, truss rod. That helps you either add relief or take relief out of the neck, so that could help this from buzzing. All right, so pretty much covered everything. All right, enjoy.